There is a war on your patience, and you're losing badly. Welcome to the Thriving Artist Corner, where we talk about using the process of mastering your craft as a vehicle to your spiritual enlightenment and material success. And if you like to read, you can also sign up to the free email newsletter on the same topic below. But yes, there is a war on your patience, and you are losing. What do I mean by this? Well, even if you were born yesterday, you've realized what a force the internet is. In fact, the internet is the biggest technological disruptor humanity has ever seen. The formation of the internet created many opportunities, flexible jobs, and it made things that were previously difficult to obtain available at the snap of a finger. Sounds amazing, right? And in many ways, these are all benefits, but there's a glaring dark side that you need to be aware of. You see, the internet has successfully broken one of the key laws of nature. A little backstory about me. I'm a heavy control freak, and as a really ambitious person and a control freak, I've never felt like anything can get in my way in life. When I want something to happen, I make it happen. I'm never going to die. I'm just going to do whatever I want to do. And when I want something to happen, it's going to happen. So is the life of a control freak. But I will say that nature has humbled me many of times, but I still tend to believe these things. And the interesting part about all of that is, even though being this way sounds crazy, I feel like it has benefited my life more than it has taken away from me. However, every time that Mother Nature decides to humble me, I notice that there are actually key things that happen when the laws of nature are broken. See, when you break the law, you go to jail, right? So there are consequences to breaking the laws of nature. They can be broken, but there are consequences. So what is this law of nature that the internet broke? Well, the internet broke a key law of nature by introducing instant gratification. Instant gratification itself is disrupting the law of nature. I mean, anything that comes into nature takes time. What do you know that occurs in nature that happens instantly? There's always a process, even lightning. You see lightning instantly, but it doesn't, the whole process of lightning being created does not happen instantly. Nothing is instant about nature. You plant a seed, you water it, you tend to it for a whole season, and then you get to enjoy the fruit. It took you 9 months plus to even come into existence. It takes trees time to grow. And so the problem with the internet introducing instant gratification is that humans have become addicted to it. That's the even bigger problem. Instant gratification goes against the artistic process almost completely as well, because art is more synonymous with nature, and the artistic process is slow, it's uncomfortable, and it requires high levels of focus for an extended period of time. So you can already see how being addicted to instant gratification is gonna mess up your ability to see an art piece through, or a music album, or anything, building a business. Building anything meaningful doesn't happen instantly. So because humans are now addicted to instant gratification, it's just really difficult to get anything done. Again, in nature, you have to plant a seed and tend to it for many seasons before you can actually enjoy the fruit. But now with Uber Eats, it'll deliver you the fruit without you even having to twitch a muscle. Your patience is all messed up. And you need to fix it if you're going to make big things happen with your life. So the way to do that, the way that I have started doing that, is something you might have heard of called the dopamine detox. What is the dopamine detox? Well, what instant gratification has done is it's fried your dopamine receptors, meaning that you now have a lower level of dopamine, the motivation neurotransmitter. You now have a lower level of that because it's being sapped by the instant gratification of mindless entertainment, of being able to have food instantly, being able to have sex whenever you want with pornography. And so what that does is that it has fried your dopamine receptors, and it makes it difficult to do anything else. But with a dopamine detox, you can start to reset your dopamine levels, and I'll let you know how that works. So back in 2019, when I graduated college, for my birthday, I decided to do a dopamine detox. And what did that look like for me? Everyone has different protocols, but an easy way to explain it is that the soft people have soft dopamine detoxes and the hard people have hard ones. That's just the best way I can explain it. But in this situation, what I did was, in order to complete the dopamine detox, I went 24 hours doing as little as I possibly could in terms of dopamine release. So what does that mean? I did not allow myself to watch anything. I did not allow myself to eat anything. I didn't allow myself to talk to anybody. Yes, talking to people and having conversations also releases dopamine. I did not allow myself to listen to any music or make music or create any type of art. Honestly, it'll be easier to explain the dopamine detox by giving you the few things that I actually could do. And that is drink water, light exercise, which means walking, no weightlifting or calisthenics, because that releases dopamine as well, and writing. And when I say writing, I mean journaling my thoughts during this process. So water, walking, writing. And you're probably going to want to sleep too, because it gets really boring. So what this dopamine detox does is not only do you start to build a deeper appreciation for the tasks in your day, the ones that you don't like, but it also shows you how much time is actually available in a day. When I tell you that day lasted so long, because I absolutely could not do anything. So again, no food. You can't eat anything. You can't watch anything. You can't read anything. You can't listen to music. You can't play any video games. You can't masturbate. You can't drink any alcohol. You can't smoke any weed. You can't do any dopamine releasing activities. You can drink water, think, write, and sleep. That's all you can do with your day. And after you have a day like that, well, actually, before I even get to that, while you're having a day like that, Your mind does all types of crazy things. And writing down your thoughts is very impactful because it opens up a new level of enlightenment, because now there's absolutely no distractions. And it was on my birthday. I turned my phone off. Obviously, if you're doing this, you have to alert people who might need to talk to you during the day that either you won't be available or that's the only person that you'll be able to talk to or whatnot. But my phone was completely off. So there was absolutely no distractions. Created an environment with absolutely no distractions. And in that environment, you realize how dependent you've grown over the years of instant gratification, of entertainment, of just constantly needing something to do. And this starts to reset your ability to do hard work, because you're now resetting your dopamine receptors and you're not giving your body any of it. Obviously, that doesn't fix multiple years worth of abusing instant gratification, but it does put you into a new mindset and new levels going into your next day. When I went into my next day, I was honestly, anything is amazingly fun after you have a day like that. And when you do that, you start to, it created the habit in me to now introduce less extreme but more consistent levels of silence throughout my life. So less extreme dopamine detoxes it's just a common thing that I do with my life in general now. And that has over time helped me get my dopamine levels to a point where my own life feels like the exciting adventure that it's supposed to feel like, rather than needing to watch somebody else live their hero story for my entertainment. So I encourage you to try out the dopamine detox, because there is a war on your patience and you have to win if you want to accomplish anything big. So if you enjoyed today's podcast episode, give it a like, subscribe so you don't miss next week's episode, and comment. Let me know what you thought about today's episode. And again, you can subscribe to the free email newsletter in the link in the description below. Have a beautiful day. Stay great. Peace.